Hey.
Wow, that's good motoring. Hi, welcome to the Whiskey Boys podcast. I'm
Yeah,
John,
boys.
and I'm joined by Zach and
Hey.
Matthew. Well, you got cut off there. You took too long. Everybody just barely caught you dancing in there.
Yeah, they're welcome. They don't want all that fire in their face.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you like my joke, though, John? Did you get it?
You mean your stuff that you're typing in the chat?
Yeah, because I got you. I'm gonna count it.
I've never heard. I'm not going to even say it. The other one. I'm not even going to say the name because I know that you're going to go with it anyways.
One?
No, I'm not going to say it.
I
ain't falling for that anymore.
I'm gonna get you. You don't know when, but I'm gonna get you sometime when we're live. Might not be today. Might not be tomorrow.
Did you see?
Could be Wednesday.
Sure. Did you see that Candace was actually trending yesterday on Twitter? I'm not trying to get you. I'm completely serious. It was actually trending.
Come on.
And it was because people were doing that to other people on Twitch. So they would get raided by someone named Candace, and they go, "Oh, thanks, Candace, for the raid." Like, Candace
no!
Hero. And all the comments were just like,
"That's hilarious." Matt, I think you're muted.
I am muted.
There we go.
I wasn't saying anything, so.
Do you have your air conditioner on, Matthew?
No. Why?
Because I hear like a slow or low hum in the background.
Well, I said, can y'all hear my fan?
It doesn't sound like the fan. Okay, it stopped. I guess it was the fan.
Great, it's gonna heat up in my room now.
It's not that bad in here. Well, in my room, it's not. I don't know about your
room. Now I want to do that. I want to go to Twitch streamers and just tip Candace or Malone Brown.
Malone Brown, yeah.
That's funny.
So people can say, "Oh, shout out to Malone Brown. Thanks for the tip."
So dumb.
Oh man. So first off, we got a new Funko. I already showed it to Zach. Oh, come on. It's a McNugget.
Only at Target.
Only at Target. I saw this and I was like, I told John, I was like, damn it, I have too many Funkos. Like, there's more. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it because it's a McNugget and it's too funny.
I'm surprised they don't have, like, the Burger King, like, King mascot as one.
They should. I don't know, do they? Let me see.
I'm sure they do. They have Funko Pops of everything. Of everybody, even us.
Get some Whiskey Boys Funko Pops.
I'd be down. Or at least a bobblehead. That'd be even better.
Oh, they kind of have one. Funko makes one, but it's not exactly like the Funko Pop. They have maybe they do. They have a KFC one.
Oh, it's like, who would they have from KFC? And I was like, oh yeah, Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders. They have a Kool-Aid and Chester or
Chester Cheetah.
Oh yeah, Chester Cheetah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck? Gotta get the whole collection. I was gonna say another thing is Zach's shirt.
Oh yeah.
I think we should talk about that. So first of all, shout out to who, Zach?
Res Jitsu. Link in bio.
In his bio.
My bio, yeah, my bio.
You go over to his bio, you can see it. I think you have a discount code, don't you?
I do. Discount code is Zach, ZACH. Get 15% off, I think, which I think just covers shipping, but so free shipping.
You should
on me.
You should have told him to make it noob to go with your Twitch account.
One day, I mean, soon. One of these days, is gonna tune into this. I'm like, oh, bro, I should sponsor that podcast. We made it, team. We made it. That's what's
that happens, dude. Like one of these days, it'll be like a bunch of different like G Fuel, Res Jitsu, We're gonna get like other indigenous like people to
G
sponsor
Fuel's
us.
not indigenous.
Huh?
It can be.
I said G Fuel's isn't indigenous.
No, I said other because of Res Jitsu. But we're gonna get other indigenous people to sponsor us. And they'd be like, use code whiskey. It'd be so cool. In the
That would be
future,
pretty
it's
dope.
down the road.
G Fuel's gonna be like, yeah, this new product, it's called
whiskey
Spirit Water.
whiskey flavored G Fuel.
That'd be hype.
And I would buy
Spirit
that.
Water.
Be like, we have the first Frybread flavor.
This is that fried bread and stew.
Use code BeakBoys at checkout.
Oh man, dude, I would totally try it.
It's so nasty.
It's just
I
that
mean-
type of lard they put in.
I mean,
It's just was it Crisco?
if it had the honey and powdered sugar flavor to it, I guess that would sweeten it up. But
No, dude, they're gonna have a whiskey flavor and then they're gonna have a fry bread flavor. They'd be like, if you buy these two together, you get a free tub of Crisco.
So
Oh man,
You know what
But-
they need to bring back is the fry bread cheeseburgers.
dude,
They had them that one powwow and never again, and they sold out like every day.
yeah.
those
Dude,
are
I got
seriously
like that year. I got it like twice, and then
I got
I couldn't get it
so
again.
good.
it was one of the best freaking tasting things, but it like tore up your stomach.
Oh yeah, that's just fried bread in general. But oh
Yeah.
my
It's
goodness,
just fried bread in general, dude. I remember when I was eating like really clean and stuff, and like all home cooked meals and all that. And then one pow, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get fried bread and like Indian tacos. Like, why can't I? You know, like, dude, I have to. Freaking next morning, dude, I freaking threw
Bad
up.
combo.
I had diarrhea, like, because I hadn't eaten anything like that in a while. It was terrible. The next morning, I was just like, oh, it was worth it.
it's always worth it.
You spent the rest of your powwow in the porta potty.
Dude, it wasn't even like that would have been worse. It was we were at the hotel, luckily.
Oh man,
My
back hurts from yesterday.
whenever I
You didn't carry the team.
That's
Come
what
on
I'm
now.
talking about. We went axe throwing yesterday
yeah, we went axe throwing yesterday. That was fun.
for Matthew's birthday.
Ooh,
Yeah.
got mad axe throwy out there.
I'm 30 now.
The dirty 30,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I took a shower this morning, so we're good.
the clean 30.
Clean 30. I was gonna say though, whenever I think of like us three, and then I think of Frybread, I think of that one time where I think it was Zach was in high school. Your grandma was over visiting, and she made fry bread, and she said, "Here, go." He's like, "Here's some fry bread to take to the boys, to me and John." You freaking get here with one fry bread. There was 3 fry bread for us. You get here with 1, and you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I ate the other 2 on the way."
I got hungry.
What the hell, Zach?
It's a long drive. Leave me alone.
Oh man.
Freaking A.
At least you got one. All right, could be worse.
I thought you were
People
gonna,
dream of that fry bread.
I thought you were gonna bring up the story about how Grandma Minnie came to visit and made fry bread and like gravy and eggs and
Oh, dude.
sausage for everyone during the powwow.
Okay. That was so freaking good, but that was so heavy. I remember we all just like went out after that because it was fried bread, it was bacon, and then she made gravy
Yep. Go
and
right on top of it.
the potatoes in the bacon grease.
Mm.
And like, dude, I remember we all ate that and we were like, oh, it's so freaking good. Like 2 minutes later, we're all
Look at-
passed out on the couch.
It's still right there too. Stuck with me since.
That's all my
you can't
cheeks,
get
dude.
rid of that, dude. It just sticks in you.
That's how I got some cheeks, dude. It wasn't from squatting. Used to have a hatchet ass, dude, and then ate all that food and just went right to the cheeks. Like that one time I was talking about, I was like, yeah, like, you know, like, oh, I've been doing squats, you know, I got like a little bit of a booty. And our friend Ava's like, oh, it's not a booty. And my mom's like, no, natives don't have butts, so that's a lot.
It's true.
Damn right, dude. We can't sit in chairs. We'll slide off.
Matthew's like, I put in work for this booty.
Did them squats. So I said I gotta get back in the gym, do heavy squats again, get my booty back. That was my defining trait, okay? This does nothing. It's the booty and the calves, okay?
You're stupid.
So back to what I was saying about Zach's shirt, though. Is there your dog's in the background? What was that?
Yeah, I think Bailey just got home.
Oh.
He's like,
They
hey,
ain't gonna listen to me.
don't be yelling at me.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say for people who are watching.
1 second.
Oh, hold on.
Hey,
Zach's got to go handle some dogs real quick. Okay, well,
What were you saying?
There goes the talking point.
Oh yeah, because we were going to talk about the shirt, huh?
Just started.
This is what happens when you do a live podcast. This is how you know it's live.
Bailey says hi.
Hi, Bailey.
Okay. Oh, hey. Would you stop and do that the whole time? Alright. I get back to my job. My 9 to 5.
His job.
Can you imagine watching this podcast and being like, yeah, there's like a minute or two of one of them just talking to someone.
Could you imagine if people, we put it on iTunes or something and it's just audio and they're like, what the hell happened?
Why is it all quiet?
Yeah, my bad. I take no responsibility.
It's all
Okay,
Bailey's fault.
Heyo. My bad, thank you. I'm busy. Oh. Yeah, right.
All right, Matthew, what were you saying?
Zach walks over, puts the chair on the door.
Matthew, you were saying about the shirt?
Yeah,
I was
so
working.
Zach's shirt, for those of you who don't know, the red hand, what it stands for. Are you putting on shorts? What are you doing?
Nah, I got another shirt, but I'll show y'all after.
Is it from Res Jitsu?
Yep.
Oh, well, wait, hold on. Show it off. What is it?
All right. Check it out. I can't see my.
Yeah,
Warrior.
Oh, hold on a second. I gotta go to this website now. That's sick.
Oh no, go focus in. Yes, sir.
Again, shout out Res Jitsu.
Shout out Res Jitsu. I should have tagged him.
If you want to give us a discount code for our podcast, even though
you just gotta sign up for the affiliate program. That's all I did.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, well that's what we're gonna do then. Dude, I want that shirt now. That's a sick shirt.
One. Yeah.
Anyways, finally back to what we were saying though, the red hand. What it stands for. Do you want to explain it, Zach? Or
No, I thought you had it.
no.
I
figured you were because you were wearing the shirt.
No, well, you're already talking about it, so
Okay. So it stands for the missing and murdered Indigenous women. So I'll go off of what they have on Res Jitsu. 4 out of 5 of our Native women are affected by violence today. And the U.S. Department of Justice found that American Indian women face murder rates that are more than 10 times the national average. Homicide is the 3rd leading cause of death among 10 to 24 years of age, and the 5th leading cause of the death for American Indian and Alaskan Native women between 25 and 34 years of age by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Homicide. So yeah, it's just to bring awareness of what's going on with Native American women and Native Alaskan women in the country, about them going missing and being murdered and stuff. Like this thing says, 506 missing murdered Indigenous women cases were identified across 71 selected urban cities. 128 were cases of missing Indigenous women. 280 were cases of murdered Indigenous. 128 were missing Indigenous. 280 were cases of murdered Indigenous women. 98 were cases with an unknown status, and 29 with the median age of missing murdered Indigenous women victims. And it's a really good, like, it's a really important subject because of being that a lot of times this happens on tribal land, and with being on a reservation, it's more federal stuff, so it's a lot harder to process, and some of these things don't get investigated too, is another big problem. So there's a website too. I'm pretty sure it's just MMW.
MMIW, I think G. I could be wrong. Yeah, MMIWG.
Okay. Yeah. So you can go search that MMIWG.
Yep.
And then I think MMIW USA.org has information for that, and you can donate to that. Like, they have a website and stuff, and you can read about that and donate to those kind of organizations that help with that. So yeah, as Indigenous people, we have to bring attention to that, because it's an important subject with our people. But so let's get into news for this week, stuff that happened.
Mm-hmm. Let's go first. Mine's real short.
All right, what you got?
I got Mr. Beast's birthday is today. So okay. The Godfather of YouTube, it's his birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Mr. Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh snap! He's in the comments. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. here's a $10,000 donation. Oh my god! We can dream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, dude, I love Mr. Beast's videos.
I'm a huge fan.
He's like one of those people. It's like he makes a lot of money off of YouTube, but he donates a lot of money also.
Mm-hmm.
It's like these other people, like he'll be like, yeah, he probably has a nice house and a nice car, but he also gives out a lot of stuff.
Goes out everything, too. Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of it comes from brand deals and stuff too, but still, he still gives away the money.
Mm-hmm.
Still need to try Mr. Beast Burger.
I'm waiting for it to come to town one of these days.
I'm waiting for it to get closer to San Diego. Apparently, you can only order it through the app.
Yeah. Use Uber Eats, and the closest one is in downtown.
Yeah, so ain't nobody driving from downtown all the way up here.
Mr. Beast would.
Mr. Beast would. Mr. Beast, if you're listening, build one closer to East San Diego.
Send me one burger, please.
Yes, just one burger in the mail.
So what was your news, Matthew?
What I don't know. I was just going to talk about the whole Mayweather and Logan Paul.
Do you want to talk about that?
Do we want to talk about that?
I said, do you want to talk about it right now?
Oh, well,
I'll see why not.
First of all, like the presses. Didn't know the press conference was going on yesterday.
No. What did you think was happening?
Knew. No one really knew that was going on until something happened, which was a little kid named Jake Paul decided to take a grown man, Floyd Mayweather's hat, and then start shouting, "I got your hat! I got your hat!" Like that. First of all, I told John, I was like, what a dickhead. What an egotistical asshole.
Mm-hmm.
The press conference was for his brother versus Floyd Mayweather, and he decided to steal the spotlight.
Have you seen the full video where it's his TikTok and he's like about to steal Floyd Mayweather's hat and stuff?
Yeah.
Like it was a whole plan thing that he wanted to do, and I was like, this is stupid.
I think
It's
he
Jake
got.
Paul. You're dealing with stupid.
He's literally in the dictionary
Yeah.
as stupid. I'm pretty sure though, if I remember, Floyd Mayweather actually popped him a couple
think
times, and
Him and
people
his
were
security did, yeah, and they're
Yeah.
freaking out. I'm
they
like,
were talking
"Dude,
about like
thanks."
they were talking about like afterwards. He's like, haha, I got your hat. He's like at his house or something. He's like, I got your hat or whatever. And it looks like he's starting to get a black eye and his teeth looks a little messed up. I'm like, and his
You
shirt's
got
all like
him.
torn down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got him. You got his hat. Congratulations. You got friggin' hit in the face. I don't think you won that, Jake.
It's like Yamcha getting beat up by Cell Jr.
He's like, I kicked his ass.
I showed him. I'm saying watching that video gave me the same vibes as someone like they do something like, oh, it's just a prank. It's just a prank, bro.
Right?
It's the
Like-
same exact vibes. Like, oh,
like-
dude, it's just cringe the whole time.
He started running away like, oh, I got your hat. I got your hat. And then he's like getting pulled by people and hit by people.
Yeah.
I'm like,
The security.
and security's freaking out. I'm like, what do you think was going to happen? You literally stole his property.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something on TMZ where like his brother Logan was like, oh, it's personal now. He said he was gonna kill him when he took his hat. I'm like, bro, y'all just in it for the money. You're not fighters. Everybody agrees on that point. You're not real fighters. You're gonna get upset because your brother stole his hat and got his ass beat. Come on.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
The funniest thing is like watching that whole like kerfuffle or whatever going on. Is Logan trying to be like, let's go, let me go. And the bodyguards hold one bodyguard holding Logan like this while he's like, let me go. I'm like, what? Why? Like, come on, Logan, you're the smarter brother. We all know that. Don't be stupid. If you ran over there, your fight's done. Like, your whole fighting for the money is done. Your contract is done. Like,
yeah, if you hit
Floyd, you know,
right now, he's like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna take it.
done. No, you don't get any money, and then you have to pay him.
Well,
Like,
the other
yeah.
thing is he doesn't get any money, and then he gets his ass beat by Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. I actually watched the little press conference this morning, and like, dude, Logan is just so like, it's like these guys act like they're WWE, and Floyd Mayweather's just like, yeah, whatever, like, because he's like, oh, you know, your hairline, and oh, something about like, oh, he's 51-1 or whatever because he beat his wife or whatever. And Floyd's just like, okay, he can say what he wants, you know, he can believe what he wants, and blah, blah, and like he just doesn't react to them really. But then it's funny because Mayweather goes like, oh, you know, us black people, you know, like it's been blah blah blah, and he starts saying that, and you see Logan just like shut off, kind of like,
I can't say nothing
saying
about that.
that,
Yeah.
he goes, why you got to bring race into this? He says, he's like, I'm for your people. I like your people.
I have a black friend. What are you
He's
talking
like,
about?
he's like, I was there at the BLM protests. But
oh, jeez.
and Floyd's like, it's always about race. He said, or something like that. But I was like, you know what's funny is it's like, because people are like, yeah, you know, there was no reason for Floyd to bring it up, and I'm like, it did its job of shutting up Logan. So
Yeah.
you know,
Why not, right?
why not? It's the easiest way to get them to just shut up. But yeah, he's in there just talking, and Floyd goes, you know what? He's like, I'm so confident that I can fight two of them. He said, I'll take you, and then I'll take you, and points at Jake in the same night. He said, oh man.
I mean, he's a real boxer, man. He's done it professionally.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a boxing fan, like, oh, he picked and choose his fighters, but like, they were all real fighters still.
Yeah.
Trying to tell me Jake and Logan Paul haven't picked their fighters?
It's like
Yeah.
someone
Well,
Those
said.
aren't real boxers? Come on.
Yeah.
Someone said they said last night was the first time Jake's ever been hit by a real boxer.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Well, and he said something. Oh, he told Floyd, he's like, oh, when was the last time you knocked out someone or whatever? And someone's like, Why didn't Floyd just say, when was the last time you won? The thing is, like, his record is 0-1-1.
Mhm.
Or his professional record actually is 0-1. You know?
Now he's fighting the greatest of all time. It's all a sham, dude. It's a money sham.
You can tell that, like, Floyd's like, I'm just here for the money. Like, I'm gonna fight them
when I get paid.
and get the money at the
He's in
same
no
time.
danger.
Yeah. Because, like, that, and that's the thing I'm wondering, because, you know, it's Logan, it's not a white glove boxing, because Logan's technically you know, registered as a professional fighter, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is Logan gonna come down to Mayweather's weight or what? You know?
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be how it is. Like, Logan's gonna weigh whatever. Mayweather doesn't care. He's not gonna get touched.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Is I'm like, because I'm like, yeah, Mayweather's a good fighter. I'm just worried. I'm just wondering about, like, the size difference of the weight, because you know, it's like you have to put more power into people who are a little bit bigger, because they can take shots a little bit better. It's like, because if you have a lightweight, you know, hitting a heavyweight, you have to put a little more power into it. Not to say Mayweather doesn't have power; he has power. But
I mean, that's never been his strength anyway. It's more of a not getting touched. Well, look at the McGregor and Mayweather fight.
Yeah,
McGregor was an actual fighter and still had no shot at it.
Yeah,
that's what I said. Like, because people were talking about the fight and they're like, "Oh, Mayweather's gonna knock out Logan." And I was like, most likely he's not. He's not gonna go for a knockout. He's gonna go for points. That's what he's always done. Jake,
on the other hand, Jake's gonna get beat up because Jake's more at Mayweather's level.
Yeah.
I think they're both going to get wrecked. They have zero shot of beating Mayweather.
Like, here's the thing, you know, Logan went up against KSI. KSI, dude, he has fundamentals. He just needs to go up against more people. It's like it's one of those things. Is like, he could be a good prospect. He has good fundamentals, but it's just like he needs to fight more people to get it down. But like. Mayweather, like, they're gonna feel what a boxer hits, you know, how a more calculated it is, because that's the thing, is like, boxing is more of a thinking game, you know. It's like you have to know where to put punches and when to put them, you know, because a lot of people, like, they'll throw out a jab and hit hard, and it's like, no, jabs are to set up punches, you know. Most of the time you're mostly just touching or you're measuring, you know. But yeah, it's I hope he does go against both of them, like go against Logan and then just whoop Jake's ass, because it's like the moment Jake gets hit by a real punch, like, he's just gonna be like, oh crap. I mean, even during the Ben Askren fight, when Ben Askren stands up, you see Jake's face like, oh my god. Because he's like, yeah, and he does this whole thing, and then he turns around and he's like,
yeah,
because he's like, holy crap, he got back up, you know. But
I think it goes at least 8 of the 12 rounds, and I hope Mayweather just tears them apart, where their own team's like, oh, we gotta throw in the towel. You're not hitting him. Yeah, throw in the towel. You're not hitting him. He's hitting you a lot. You must not understand boxing, because you're getting your ass beat. That's what I hope happens.
People don't understand too, is it's like, it's not just the cardio of having to go the round and throw the punches, it's taking the punches too. That's what wears your body down. That's what a lot of good fighters do, is they start, it's like chipping away at a foundation, you know. And that's what boxers like Mayweather can do, is that they, you know, they'll slip punches and they watch and they're just boom 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 hitting you to where you get to they take you the rounds, and when you get to the later rounds, they just start hammering you, because you're already, like, tired out from taking punches, you know.
There's that, and then, like, think about it, like, we've all hit the heavy bag.
Yeah.
Have you all worked on throwing a miss shot?
Yeah.
That's a lot more tiring than hitting the bag, I'll tell you that. Like, 1, 2, you're gonna miss and try and hit the counter. Like, no, that miss shot, oof. Do that against Mayweather for 6 to 8 rounds, you're spent. So,
yeah,
I mean, I don't want to buy the fight. I'm going to buy the fight.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want to buy it, but I'm gonna buy it because I want to watch it.
Because I'm a Mayweather fan. I'm not gonna lie. So like Mayweather's gonna go just do what he does. That's fine by me. However, if it's like the last Triller fight where it was a complete joke,
I hope
everybody made fun of that thing. I'm like, I
Yeah.
want it to be like an HBO production, like where it's actually.
I
good to
hope it's
watch.
Mayweather's company promoting it
Mm-hmm.
because that Triller thing was garbage. Like, listen, I didn't mind that the musicians and stuff. I'm like, okay, cool, but everything freaking else, like, I'm pretty sure Ben and Jake could hear the announcers, like, because they were shouting, like, get him, while they're fighting it with the other fights, and it's like, what the hell is this? This is a backyard brawl.
I was gonna say it sounded more like a street fight.
Yeah, it sounded like your backyard, like your neighbors putting on a fight or something.
Oh, what's it called on YouTube? They do that. It's
Is it backyard
look
boxing
it up.
or something like that?
Like
Something like
Kimbo
that. Yeah, they
Slice.
yeah, something like that. It's a whole production now, but like they give them names, like introduce themselves. It's in someone's backyard with like
Yeah,
some
so
ropes
dumb.
and caution tape. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, like he was, and then the freaking robot. What the hell was that? Football teams have a mascot, so why can't boxers? Because
here
you're
we
the mascot, dumbass.
Right?
That's why.
It's Street Beefs. Have you guys ever seen that?
No,
I think I have actually.
Yeah.
maybe I have. I don't know.
John, if you can pull it up, just like you don't even have to show a video, but like
I was
it's
gonna
literally
say,
like
I
a
don't know if
man-made octagon.
I don't know
and
if I
some
could
dirt.
show that on stream. It might be TOS.
Anyway,
What
look up Street
the
Beefs.
hell?
Street Beefs if you want to know what we're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
it's literally
the
like
heck?
some like cardboard and a fence, and like, all right, you ready? You ready? And they just start beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I've seen it. I think I've seen it on Reddit.
This guy's name is Baby Hulk.
Yeah. Street Beefs.
What the heck?
Huge fan.
Oh,
Dude, I'm
man.
surprised that hasn't taken off on the res. Something like that.
Be surprised,
Street
man.
Because they love to fight up there.
That's just called the powwow, John.
Yeah, right, dude. It wouldn't work because most of them are drunk when they fight.
That's usually how it goes.
Like, yeah, I'm a good fighter. Well, yeah, you were both drunk. That's why.
We should start it. Next powwow. Was wandering around like he looks drunk.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to fight somebody? Cool.
Yeah.
We'll go find someone else. Street Beefs.
You're just in there fighting somebody, and then just a camera crew with lights on you. Or you start the beefs yourself. You're like, hey, he was talking crap about you. And then the camera
Exactly.
crew's just waiting by.
Dude, he said your Frybread ain't good.
And he's like, oh,
man.
hey, he was looking for your auntie over there. You gonna take that? Oh.
He said you're gonna
He said-
get. He said you're gonna get second place. He said you're not gonna. Your softball team's not even that good.
He said you suck at grass dancing. Oh hell no.
Yeah.
He said your
He says-
regalia looks like it's from the 99-cent store.
He's like, oh, you're a grass dancer? He's a fancy dancer. You're gonna take that?
He said your auntie looks nice. Oh man. Dude, that was like I don't remember when it was, like several years ago. I stopped 2 fights. there was one, it was little kids fighting by the food vendors. And I walked over and I was like, hey, the hell are you guys doing? Why are you fighting? Well,
Watch the Frybread.
he said this and he said that, and I was like, if you guys want to fight, go over there. I said, don't be fighting over here by the food vendors and stuff where people can see you.
Interrupting me buying my Frybread? Get off the line.
Yeah, right. You're holding up the line.
I was standing with Kevin. And I walked back over to Kevin. He goes, "Who was that?" And I was like, "I don't know." It's like some 2 kids. I don't know who they were.
Like, if you're gonna fight, go by the shaved ice, not the
Yeah.
Frybread stand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Come on now.
Go to the old ball field. Go fight over there
Mhm.
where it's all dark. They're like, "All right, I'm gonna swing at you. I can't even see you."
You're just like, hey, you go down further. There's tennis courts. Nobody's over there right now.
Yeah.
Not the basketball court. Okay, we're gonna be using that.
Yeah. Don't you step foot on the basketball court.
Yeah. That's where Uncle H and the band play, all right? Trying to get my dance on. Y'all ain't gonna ruin it.
Hey, you guys better stop that fighting. I see
Hey, brown-eyed girls going all night. We ain't stopping.
Hey, do you remember when? You better stop.
Yep. That's some neon moon. Woo! That's a party.
That's when everyone starts crying.
That's the end of the night. That's 3 a.m. I need to go to bed.
That's 5 a.m. You should have been in bed 2 hours ago.
That's only when Uncle H gets tired. Like, all right, guys, I'm gonna shut the party down. Neon moon.
You're like, man, Uncle H, you played a good set list last night. He's like, I wasn't even playing it. It's just the stereo. You're like, damn, I was drunk. Oh man.
I can't wait for Palace to come back.
Oh, the second fight though was we were talking. I'm not gonna say his name, but me and
just
someone
make up a
else
name.
were standing
Make up
there
a name.
talking to. Huh?
Just make up a name. Say
We were
Chris.
standing there talking to. I'll just say Jay. We were standing there talking to Jay, and like we're like, yeah, you know, me and someone else, and we're just standing there talking, and then he just like wanders off all of a sudden. So me and the other guy are just sitting there talking, and then we hear like yelling, and then we start hearing like, oh, let's go. And we're like, what the hell is that? So we all walk over, and like there's a bunch of us, and it was at our cousin's campsite, and then our campsite was right next to it. We walk over, and it's like on the road, kind of, you know, by the basketball court, and we see two people just, you know, let's go, you know, like, and we're just sitting there like, who the hell is this? Where are they fighting for, you know? And like we look over, and me and the other guy were like, hey, isn't that Jay? What the hell? We were just talking to him like 20 seconds ago. What the hell happened in 20 seconds?
And then sometimes you gotta throw hands.
This girl sitting there yelling like, somebody stop it, you know, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, we don't even know what the hell's going on. Like we all literally just walked over here. But like they're sitting there fighting. One person throws a kick and slips and falls. Dude, we were laughing because like he literally just like, oh, I'm MMA, you know, like goes to throw a kick, not even that high, you know, and just boom. And then the other
I saw this on the UFC.
The other guy runs over to get him and then trips. Like it was just terrible. So me and the other guy were like, you want to stop it? And he's like, yeah. And so we walk over and we grab both of them, like, hey, you guys knock it off, and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, what the hell are you even fighting for? He's like, oh, you know, like, he's like sleeping with my girl or whatever because she wants me or whatever, not him. And like, blah, blah, blah. Turns out the other guy he was fighting was the baby daddy.
Ah, I see.
Like with him now, and like I was like, yo, I don't know what the hell. I'm like, it's not worth it. Listen, it's not worth it.
Should just let them throw hands. Ain't no one gonna arrest them. We're on the reservation.
Yeah. Well, I'm worried about it going too far. That's the problem.
Yeah.
People kicking people in the head and stuff.
See, that's what general counsel's for. We'll kick them out. We'll put that vote in real quick.
Oh man!
Don't fight. Vote.
Wait, who won? Okay, the loser has to leave. You can't come back.
Dude, they should just do like you know the slap tournaments. You know, do the slap. They should just do that when people start arguing in travel meetings. Like, all right, go to the front. One hand here, stand here.
They should roll about it. I want to see someone get choked out. That's what I'm saying. Just roll about it. Knowing darn well none of those two know anything about takedowns and submissions. So, they're like, what's up, bro? It'd be a pushing match.
Yeah.
That's what would happen.
We'll record
hey,
it.
stop touching Chi-Chis and fight already.
Exactly.
We'll record it and we'll upload it to YouTube and we'll call it Street Chiefs.
Hey, there we go.
Oh man.
We'll talk to the chairman about it. We'll make it a sponsored event.
Sponsored event. Oh man.
Sponsored by the buffet.
Yeah. If it was open, then COVID closed it. Steakhouse. Steakhouse got us.
Oh man.
Winner gets a comp.
Not the room, just for food.
Yeah.
Not allowed to gamble.
Winner gets a visit to the spa. Oh man. Oh, so what's the other news you had, John?
Oh, me? I got a couple things.
Oh wow! Someone did their research.
I mean, I didn't. One of them literally came up right now. A new Dragon Ball Super movie is coming next year.
What?
Yeah. No idea what it's about.
Tournament of Power.
Tournament. The third tournament in the Dragon Ball Super series. It's gonna be 3 hours long.
It's gonna be what, all season 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Kind of like the first movie, which was all season 1.
Yeah, I wonder if it'll just be basically what's going on in the manga.
Well, that's the thing.
Because
the
series is still going in the manga.
Just make the show. Why do the movie?
I don't know. Cheaper.
Beats me.
But yeah, so there's that. So like I said, that literally just came up while we were sitting here. But the other thing I saw was a trailer released, I think yesterday, for Quiet Place Part 2, and they just up and said, oh yeah, it's coming out May 28th.
Oh, what?
Yeah. But it's in theaters, so. But yeah.
Oh, it's not gonna be on a streaming service?
Not that I know of. It didn't say anything about it. It just says Quiet Place. Oh, only in theaters, May 28th. So I didn't watch the trailer yet. I didn't get a chance to. I was gonna watch it this morning, but I was busy setting this stuff up.
Makes sense.
So that's pretty cool. Finally getting the second one that was supposed to come out a week after like the pandemic closed everything down.
Like I said, dude, they need to re-release what the heck is that? Deadshot.
You mean
Deadshot?
Bloodshot? No, they don't.
No,
they don't. No, they don't.
It was a good movie.
It's okay.
It didn't get its chance to shine, okay?
It was very generic.
It got one week, and then everything shut down. That poor movie.
But yeah, the last news I had was the How I Met Your Mother spinoff was announced, called How I Met Your Father. That it's going to star Hilary Duff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a completely
new original cast is going to be in it.
Well, it's a completely new cast, but she also announced that it's going to cross over with the original, and that you will see the original cast show up sometimes.
I better see Barney Stinson. That's all I'm saying. The goat.
My question is like, it's not like it's completely different story, right?
Yeah, it's completely new cast. It's not, because the thing is, like, when they first, because they tried to do a How I Met Your Dad show like 6 years ago or something like that, and one thing that bothered me is that it's called How I Met Your Mother, and they're like How I Met Your Dad. I'm like, why not father? Like, just use the same like kind of
How
wording.
I Met Your Papa.
But yeah, so they announced it, and then they're like, oh, it's about this young girl or whatever living in New York, and it's nothing to do with the original cast. And I was like, why not just do the story of the mom from How I Met Your Mother, so we can actually see more of her character?
Yeah,
like, obviously we know how it ends with her meeting Ted and whatnot. But and I guess it would have to part, like, you know how they do the scenes with talking to the kids. If they did that in this version, it would have to be like before the ending. I don't want to say the actual ending, but before the very end. You know,
the ending that they made sucked.
It was trash.
But yeah, garbage.
You might as well say it, because no one wants to watch it anyway.
I think it'd be cool though if they actually showed her life leading up to those events, because they did like one episode, I think, of her showing her story, meeting Ted and stuff like that.
Well, they did one where it showed the whole thing of the roommate and like the umbrella and stuff like that.
Well, they did that, but that was from Ted's perspective. And then they did an episode of her where she talks about this guy she was dating who ends up dying. Remember? Do you guys not remember that?
No.
Sounds like spoilers.
Yeah, her ex that she liked a lot got in like a car accident or something like that.
Oh yeah. I understand.
And that's
Been a long time since I've seen that show.
Yeah, I rewatched it like in 2016.
John's seen it like 10 times.
I've seen it twice.
That's a good show.
But I've watched the first season like 5 times because I used to watch it to fall asleep, and I ended up memorizing like pretty much how the episodes go in the first season.
That show made me love Jesus Siegel.
I thought you said Jesus.
That's who I heard. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, made me love Jason Segel.
Yeah, Jason Segel's awesome. I love the whole cast. Like, I know some people I talk to, they're like, "Oh, I love Barney Stinson. I hate Ted. He's so annoying." I'm like, "You hate the basic reason for the show?"
Yeah,
right.
What? Why did you watch the show?
Character. I don't mind Ted.
I love the intervention things. Like, where they're like, it's pronounced encyclopedia, not encyclopedia. Saying that makes you sound douchey, and that's douchey, not douche.
My favorite gimmick was the slaps giving. I mean, the slap bet.
Oh yeah, slap bet.
Because it's like you never knew when the slap was going to come back up. It was just an awesome running gag through the show. But
they did really good with continuity in that show.
Yeah. I was telling Matthew, I was watching a live stream. Apparently, Neil Patrick Harris wanted to get into 3D printing, so he contacted this YouTuber who I follow on YouTube, who's all about 3D printing. And so they did a live stream together, and this guy was helping Neil Patrick Harris set up his 3D printer. And so he was showing that he was drinking something. And he was talking about how he used to drink Red Bull all the time. And he was on the set of How I Met Your Mother, and he was drinking Red Bull, and Red Bull contacted him, and they were like, you know, if you want, or no, sorry, they gave him a fridge to put Red Bull on. The whole cast liked drinking Red Bull, you know.
Yeah.
And so Red Bull contacted him, and they said, if you drink Red Bull on camera, then we'll send you a bunch of Red Bull, you know, however much you want. And he's like, okay. So he contacted the art department, and he had them make basically a 4 stack of Red Bull where it's like 4 attached to each other.
Yeah.
And as soon as he started talking about the story, it's like, oh, I remember that episode. He's like, in the episode, there's an older woman, he's like a cougar, if you will, that I'm supposed to seduce. And he's like, before I do it, he's like, I have this 4-pack of Red Bull that I chug down, and then I throw it on the ground, and then walk into the bedroom. And he's like, so that scene, I was the one who had the idea for that Red Bull. And he's like, and because of it, I got like a year's supply of Red Bull. I was like, oh,
that's awesome.
Damn, that's pretty cool. So he's the one that came up with that idea. But yeah, that's the episode where he like meets the woman from when he was younger, like the older woman.
Yeah.
And the whole time he thinks that that's the whole reason the way he is because he thought like she really liked when she had sex with him, but then he finds out that she was faking it or whatever, and then it like completely ruins his mojo or whatever you want to say. But yeah,
his mojo, baby.
That was the second movie, huh? Where he's like, I lost my mojo.
I think so. Yeah.
Austin Powers.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched that movie in a long time. Still wondering when they're gonna make that 4th one that he's talked about for a while.
I love gold.
Smoking a pancake.
Smoking away.
Have you ever seen The Love Guru?
No.
It's very in the vein of Austin Powers also.
Is it?
Yeah,
Good one.
I don't know if it's as good as Austin Powers, but it has some pretty funny moments in it. What's that face, Matthew?
It's good. It's a good movie, dude. Love Guru is really good.
I haven't seen it in a long time, so.
Also has Justin Timberlake in it.
And Daniel Tosh makes an appearance too.
Yeah, for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, which is really interesting.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh,
Boo.
What else do you got?
me? Oh, that's all I had. I didn't have that much stuff.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about. The trailer was A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I got one. District 10 is in the works.
I thought we talked about
The
that.
sequel to District 9. I remember I brought it up, but this time the director, Neil Blomkamp, however you say his name, and his co-writer are actually working on the script.
Didn't we talk about this on like one of our first podcasts?
Nah, I think I brought up District 9. I think we talked about they need a sequel. And now it's finally in the works.
We did.
I don't think so.
The news story is from February.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just searched it, and it says that it was reported back in February.
You don't know nothing about nothing.
We talked about this already.
Did we?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Well, that's from IGN. There's one from. No, you might be right. Maybe we did talk about it. Either way, District 10's coming out eventually, so that's hype.
I'm excited for that.
I can't wait. It's been so long. I need to know what happens.
10 years or 11 years now. I think it came out 2010.
We need to hear about the prawns.
I remember going to see that movie with Christopher and Cameron and one of their friends, and we walked out and we're like, dude, that movie was sick. And then him and Cameron were like, the movie sucked. The whole found camera thing was stupid. I was like, what are you talking about? It was awesome.
It was such a good movie. Like, it was a Halo. They had all the Halo weapons.
Dude, Halo comes out next year. The show.
With Will Smith. I know.
I think it.
I've been saying it since day one. Will Smith is the Master Chief.
Mm-hmm. I think it's supposed to come out on Paramount Plus or something like that. It was supposed to come out on Showtime originally, but I think it moved.
Well, now that you mentioned that, let's go back to the movie theater thing.
What movie theater?
Think y'all, just in general, movie theaters, think they're going extinct? I feel like they are.
I don't think so.
With this day and age.
Like people, I've seen people say like, oh, they need to start just releasing movies at home and blah blah blah, and I was like, that won't ever happen, because if it did, the quality in movies would go down because they wouldn't make as much money. Like it's like, yeah, we can do that, like get rid of movie theaters. It's just all your movies are gonna look like Netflix projects now. Like they're not gonna look as big budget because they won't be $300 million movies anymore. They'll be $100 million. You know.
Well, why don't they do the same thing? What streaming services where you can pay Disney? You can pay the extra money to buy the movie, right? Same day.
But there's so many people who don't support that. Like, there's so many people that are upset. They're like, "Why don't you just do what HBO Max does?" And it's like, yeah, but HBO Max is under a lot of flack or under fire from those directors too, from all those movies. Like, they're all pissed because they're like, HBO didn't, or Warner Brothers didn't ask permission.
Yeah, well, because it's also like they make money off of
ticket sales.
Ticket sales too. So when they release it like on HBO Max without consulting directors, like that takes a lot of the money away from them, because a lot of them go on like, oh, you know, you get paid this much, but then you also get
it's a contractual thing. The actors too.
Residue and stuff like that, or residuals or whatever from ticket sales and stuff like that. So a lot of these actors probably aren't getting paid what they asked for, because these movies are getting released on these streaming platforms without people paying extra for them.
I was gonna say, and like some actors, like big ones, like I'm sure Robert Downey Jr. get paid those off of ticket sales and blah blah blah, but like I said, Warner Brothers doesn't ask permission. It's probably like a gray area where it's like, well, technically it's not released in theaters, there's no ticket sales, so we don't have to pay them as much.
Yeah,
you know. which is a big problem when you think about it, because you're kind of screwing over these directors now.
Let's look at Warner Brothers and their track record, though. Recently, not really good.
We
Oh,
can
that's
talk
some
about
news.
this. Yeah,
That's some news right there. Warner Brothers decided, oh, we're gonna make we're looking for a black actor to play Superman, Kal-El, and a black director to direct it. Which is bullcrap. They're literally just trying to save their asses because of the whole situation with Justice League and cutting out Ray Fisher and like the
that's too
racist
late
comments that they made. So they're like, oh, the Superman we already have established, Kal-El with Henry Cavill. Well, screw that. We're gonna do a black Superman. It's like there is a black Superman in the comics. His name is Calvin Ellis. Just do that character then. Like, come on. Or just do Green Lantern. You guys really want to be like, oh, we're not racist. We have a black Superman. No, just do like Green Lantern. Characters who are already like that are black characters that have established storylines. Just make that. Like, it's dumb. And it's like, Warner Brothers, you're not getting away with anything. The fans know what you did, You're not going to get away with, oh, we got a black Superman now. Oh man, I was just like everyone was like so pissed because they're like, we know what you're doing, Warner Brothers. You're not getting away with it.
It's ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
Warner Brothers is the most tone deaf company I've ever seen. It seems like it's out of spite by this point. Like, oh yeah, well, and like the whole thing too. Like, we don't want to continue Zack Snyder's universe. Yeah. Why? You don't have to use Zack Snyder, but don't just delete the last 6 years of work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, and like they did that whole thing where they released a trailer for the Snyder Cut and saying the conclusion to the trilogy, to Zack's vision for the trilogy, and it's like, oh, you guys are douchebags. Like, yeah, you guys are ended it. Like, it's not a conclusion. Like, you guys, they're so stupid because it's like you guys are about money, obviously. You guys have a money maker. You guys are just killing it.
It'd be like
you're trying to bleed it dry.
It'd be like if they released just Deathly Hallows Part 1 and they're like the conclusion to the story, and you're like, Dobby died at the end. Where are we going? You guys are gonna make a sequel?
Whoa, spoilers!
That movie's like 10 years old. Okay.
Unless it's 30 years old, we can't talk about it. All right.
Yeah.
It's still fresh in Zach's mind. Dobby dying.
Mm-hmm.
He still feels the pain.
Mm-hmm.
He was a free elf.
Mm-hmm. he is a free elf now.
Free from the binds of Earth.
We don't know that.
Free from his fleshly binds. Oh man. But like I was gonna say though about the movies and stuff and buying, like I know people complained about like when Raya came out, which by the way that's a good movie.
Raya, one on Disney.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
That or Mulan, like people complained about like, oh, you have to buy it, and it's like, yeah, you're initially buying like a movie ticket, like. You would have to pay for a movie ticket either way, even if it released in theaters.
I mean, it's like $30, but it's like, you imagine how many people live in a house and movie tickets are like $15 a person nowadays.
Yeah.
So you're basically getting 2 tickets to pay for however many people are in your house, So
you watch it how many times you want.
Yeah.
It's like it's like.
Obviously,
either see it twice in theaters or pay for it on Disney Plus and watch it as many times as you want.
And the only reason why
you want.
The only reason why people are complaining about it is because of the fact that they see the HBO Max plan as well. That's completely free as long as you have your membership. And so they're comparing it to that. Had HBO Max not had any theatrical movies, there wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah.
Well, they never would even. Go ahead, Matt.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, okay, I'll go ahead. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, I would have never considered even getting HBO Max until they said, "Oh, wait, Mortal Kombat's coming out." Kong versus Godzilla versus Kong's coming out. All these like same day premieres.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not a fan of the movie theater. As much as I love people walking in front of the screen and talking and all those fun things, like if I can watch it at home without paying anything extra, I'm gonna watch it at home. But it's like you guys are saying though too, like HBO Max is screwing over the directors, the actors, and all the money that theaters should be making off of it.
Yeah.
And even them. So
it's like because I don't know if you guys had heard when they announced the whole thing. I think they announced it last year that they were gonna do the whole. All of our movies are releasing in 2021 on HBO Max as well. Like there were, I forgot what theater chain it was. They were like, yeah, we're boycotting any Warner Brothers movies from our theaters. Like they were like, if you want to see this movie, it's not going to be at our theaters. We're not going to make money for them.
Yeah.
And I guess, and there's a lot of them who were really upset about that. And it's like, yeah, you basically slapped them all in the face. And it's like, I understand like you're trying to make money because you're sitting on these movies, but there's a pandemic going on. Like it's a hard like line to tiptoe on as well though, because it's like, and it's like the whole thing with Black Widow, like Marvel pushing the movie back or Sony pushing back Venom and Morbius and stuff. And it's like,
yeah,
you can release the movie in theaters right now, but it won't make that much money. So they keep pushing it back and thinking like, well, when will we be back to normal? When will people be able to get in theaters again? But at the same time, it's like you're also hurting the movie theaters by doing that. And it's like, there's going to be less
the movie too.
Yeah, because excitement, like there's so many people who are like, I don't care about Black Widow anymore. The movie was supposed to come out at like a year ago, and you guys have been pushing it back. You should have just released it on Disney Plus, because they literally could have released it on Disney Plus by now, and they're going to do it this month or next. Oh, July. That's right. They pushed it back again.
Yeah, they should have just released it last year when they were supposed to. Just push it back a couple months, release it on Disney Plus. Do the same thing they did with Mulan and Raya. You know, you pay the money and you get to see the movie. It would have been fine, you know.
And you can still release it in select theaters, like the AMC that we went to is like, you know, you have to wear a mask. We have to ask you all these questions, blah blah blah. And then you also have drive-ins, which aren't as accessible to everybody. Like I know there's not that many. We have one in San Diego, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah,
there's one down like Chula Vista, but
is there?
There's one in East County, John.
One in East County. Yeah,
I didn't know there was one in
maybe
Chula
two
Vista.
though. That's
there's
the
like
thing.
Two, yeah. The only other drive-in I've ever seen was when we were driving to Riverside one time, and we happened to drive next to it. But I don't think they're really around anymore because I don't know. Drive-ins are fun, but it's my least favorite way to watch a movie, just because it's like so many people are talking and blah blah blah. Like Matthew and I went and saw Tenet and New Mutants at the drive-in last year. And I could tell you, like I watched New Mutants, could not see a thing because it was because of how dark the screen looks from inside the car and everything, versus if I was in a theater, it would have looked a lot better. Like I remember we were watching it, and it's not really a spoiler. One of the characters is Native American in the movie, the main character.
Spoilers.
And in the very beginning, you hear her story about something happened to her father, and they're running away from this thing, and you don't know what it is. And the dad walks up and he's like, you have to be brave and blah, blah, blah. And Matthew and I are both squinting, looking at the screen. We're like, is that Adam Beach? Adam Beach is in this movie? Like, what the heck?
Oh, man. We were dying laughing. We were like, every freaking movie, they only know one native, and it's Adam Beach.
And he's only in it for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just Slipknot all over again. The Suicide Squad.
If you haven't seen New Mutants, though, it's a really good movie. It's really good.
I still want to watch it again.
It sucks because it's like Fox finally made a good Marvel like X-Men type movie.
I wouldn't say finally.
Logan sucked. No, I'm just kidding. Logan was good.
I would say after Logan. Out of the new X-Men generation, The only one, I mean, the one I didn't like was Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix was terrible.
Oh, Dark Phoenix was trash.
And I didn't really like Apocalypse either.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, you're right. I totally forgot about those ones. First Class was amazing, and I loved
Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past. And then Logan. I liked Logan. But yeah, no, it was a really good one, and it sucked because it freaking got, because of the whole deal with Disney getting Fox and buying their assets back, you know, and stuff of the Marvel characters. Like, it sucked because New Mutants went into like post-production hell because it just like got pushed back at first before the deal went through, and then the deal was gonna go through. They were in talks, so it got pushed back again, and then it got pushed back again. I think it was pushed back like 2 years or something.
I think,
and then
it was
finally released like just really quickly.
So here's the thing. New Mutants, I'm pretty sure, was supposed to come out before Dark Phoenix originally. And I think it was supposed to come out in like 2016 or something.
I'll look it up.
But like, I was worried that Black Widow would be the brand new Mutants with how far they were pushing it back and stuff. And I was like, dude, don't do this again. Like, that movie was supposed to come out a long time ago. Excuse me. But I was worried like that they were going to do the same thing with Black Widow because of the pandemic, that they were just going to keep pushing it back and pushing it back. And it's like, you've already seen what happened with New Mutants. If you keep pushing it back, people don't care.
Yeah. 2018.
2018.
So I was right. 2 years. It's supposed to come out April 2018. That's what they had in mind. And then they delayed for reshoots, and then Disney acquiring 20th Century Fox, and then it finally came out March 2020. But the thing is, they had all the advertising in 2018 and 2019. So by the time of 2020, I think Disney was probably like, yeah, we're not really going to advertise a whole lot, you know? So they're just like, oh, here, the movie's going to come out this day.
Finally.
But it was a good movie too. And it's like, it just sucks because it's like, yeah, it was actually like really good character development and stuff. And it sucks that that happened to that movie. And that cast, like, those poor guys went on a press conference or a press junket.
Press release.
And like, they went on press junket, and then it doesn't come out for 2 years.
Dude, no one had it worse than Channing Tatum, okay? we've talked about this before.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna be Gambit. Nothing.
Poor guy.
Him and Johnny Depp are hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
And Javier Bardem.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
That's the equivalent of shooting a 3-pointer and then turning around and celebrating and it misses. Like,
you just total airball it and just goes past there. You just like turn around, just airball. Oh man.
Reminds me of the time when we're playing what's that called? Is it called knockout in basketball?
Yeah, knockout. I mean, we call it Chicago shootout, but I don't think it's a good name.
I mean, that was what people called it in high school and
when
elementary
we were kids. That's what people called it. But knockout is the other name.
It reminds me of when we were playing knockout at Zach's house growing up, and we brought Juanito with us, and he gets up there and he goes to shoot and he goes and just completely like throws it 3 feet above
throws it
the
over.
Hoop. Yeah.
No, it wasn't play. We weren't playing knockout. It was when we were playing like 4-on-4 or whatever.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's.
And we passed the ball to him, and he's completely open. We go shoot it. He goes way over the hoop.
That's when we were playing with Bubba.
Yeah, and then the other time he goes to shoot and he shoots it under. I'm like, go in between, put them together. Oh man, yeah, that was when we were playing with Bubba, and he called Kevin Jamal.
Yeah, we just stopped playing. We're like, who are you talking to?
He saw. Bubba was like, pass it to Jamal, pass it to Jamal. We're dribbling, and he's like, pass it to Jamal. We all stop, and we're like, what? And Bubba's like, what? And we're like, who did you say? He's like, pass it to Jamal. And we're all looking around, we're like, who's Jamal? Isn't that his name? You mean Kevin? His name's Kevin.
Poor Kevin.
And that was when we told Juanito to cover Kevin, and Kevin's like, "Hey, what the hell, man?" And we're like, "What?" He's like, "He's over here slapping me." He's trying to get the ball, but he's like slapping Kevin.
That's where our Friday night basketball games started when we used to go to the park.
Yeah. Do you remember that, Zach?
That was a long time ago.
We just started going over to the park and just started playing basketball, and then a bunch of people started just showing up every Friday.
Yeah.
I remember Chris came one time and we threw the ball to him. He's standing underneath the freaking hoop and couldn't shoot it in.
Well, that's when we realized Christopher couldn't do a layup.
Yeah. Like he was sitting there going,
I'm like, you're
hitting the
6,
hoop.
you're 6 feet tall. You're at the rim already. How did you miss it?
Oh man.
Man.
That was when I remember one time what's his name showed up too. Shane wanted to play and then he started talking crap, wanted to fight everybody, and he's like, "I'll fight you all right now." And we're like, "Dude, you're gonna get your ass beat. You can fight."
First of all,
6
relax. All right.
Yeah. He was a young kid. There's so many.
Oh man.
There's so many
That's when I
people
used to
up
get
there.
buckets.
I was gonna say there's so many people up there though, like that, like got like in arguments with as kids, and now I see them and they're like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?"
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's just
they're just
being
young.
We all grew up on the res. We know that like it's stressful. Okay. We all understand that when you're young, you're just full of rage, mad at the world. But no, dude, that's when I used to ball back in the day. I could shoot 3-pointers so easily.
I still ball.
I used to like shoot like all the time, like be able. Can't do it anymore. Can't do it anymore.
That never happened.
Dude, I remember I played with well, this is gonna sound funny. His name is Elvis, but you know, that sounds funny. But
Like I said, never happened.
Yeah, he's making up stuff now. Did you play with Tupac too?
No, I was playing ITS. We were playing
Intertribal
ITS
sports for anybody who doesn't know.
Yeah, intertribal sports. When ITS first started, I was playing the flag football, and after I would wait for my mom to come pick me up, and I'd go sit at the gym, and I'd go in and start like shooting hoops, and then Elvis and like a bunch of older guys would come in and play.
Mm-hmm.
And one day he asked me, he's
Elvis
like,
is
"Oh
pretty
yeah,
old.
wait," he's like, "Oh yeah, we need an extra person. You want to play?" And I was like, "Sure, you know, like I got time. I'm waiting for my mom to get off work to pick me up, anyways." So I told him like, "Listen, I can shoot, but I can't run that well."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Okay, just stay like halfway in the court, and then when you go down there, we'll pass it to you." Dude, I was shooting threes like crazy, and he's like, "Yeah, you should join the ITS basketball team." I'm like, "All right, hold up a second, okay? I ain't that good. I ain't gonna join the basketball team for ITS."
Matthew's talking about playing with Elvis. He's like, "Yeah, so JFK's running down and I get in his guard."
You're so dumb. His name is Elvis, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's his name. But yeah, no. Back in the day, I used to be good. But then I got older and I didn't practice as much. I'm like, oh yeah. Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, remember we did dude 50%.
We were
You mean
50%.
I know, it was
bro 50%.
Bro 50%.
We don't got that dude perfect for bro 50%.
When Zach dunked it and almost fell.
Yep.
I still have that video, yeah.
Back in the day.
Oh man.
Yeah, the only bowling I do now is when it's summertime. I have my basketball hoop next to the pool. No running involved. I just floating.
I thought you were gonna say the only balling I do is when it's summer and I have to unstick them from my leg.
No, God, no. That's not what I was
That's why I don't wear underwear. That's the only balling I do.
We balling.
You guys are dumb.
Oh man. You said when it's summer, so that's what I thought you were leading
Mm-hmm.
to. Oh man.
No, I'd love to play basketball again.
I know, dude.
Get dunked
I
on
suck
whenever,
at
just let me know.
basketball. Shut up. You can't even touch the rim.
Oh, I can't touch my feet.
Stupid.
You hear what I said, Zach?
Yeah. It's about that time we wrap it up. It's been going for like 2 hours.
Is it? No, it hasn't.
No, we haven't been going for 2 hours. We've probably been going for like hour 20. But yeah, I think it's a good
an hour
time.
24.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like an hour 25. 24.
25.
Well, since we hopped on OBS, it's been like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours since we hopped on OBS, but not streaming.
But yeah. All right.
But,
did you want to say something else?
So I ain't got no more news.
I would say, again, first of all, MMIW G, Google that, look it up. It's a really good organization. You can also go to the website, mmiwusa.org, I think it is. But look up that information, but also shout out Res Jitsu. I just realized Zach's over there. Res Jitsu, they got some cool stuff on there. That's the shirt Zach's wearing, the hat he's wearing, and then
my other shirt,
which I'm totally gonna buy one of those too. But yeah, hey, you know what? Let's just say this: if you are an indigenous company and you want us to shout you out on the podcast, send us a message.
On what?
On YouTube or Twitch.
There's some messages on YouTube.
Or any of our Instagrams.
Or our personal Instagrams.
We probably should just make a Whiskey Boys Instagram too.
You can send us a message on there. We have our personal Twitch accounts on our YouTube channels, on this YouTube channel. So you can go to there. You go to Instagram and search Agent Monkey, Unexpected Noob, or Channel 2114. Just shoot us a message, and yeah, we'll sponsor your. Well, we won't sponsor your product. We'll put your product on here to show people, and put a link up on our YouTube for it. I mean, on the video.
What's Kayla's Instagram?
Oh yeah, let's shout that out. That's actually a really good one. If you got Instagram.
Too. I don't know if Ricky's still doing his thing or not. He hasn't posted anything in a while.
Oh, the Catul, or however you say it.
Well, that's his personal. I'm talking about his brand.
I
don't remember what it's called.
Go give a follow
to
Indian Beads. That's NDN. The letters NDN. Beads. It's our cousin, Kayla. She makes
she's not her cousin.
She's her cousin. Beads. She makes beads. So yeah, go give it a follow. Girlfriend. Go give it a like. You can DM her for like custom orders or the things that she posted. We'll put the link in the description of the YouTube video. And we'll also put the Res Jitsu one.
Anything else you guys want
to add? Follow me at Unexpected Noob 6 on Twitch. That's about all I got to add.
No, don't follow him.
Yeah, I started Mafia today.
So. I don't want him to have more viewers than me.
No, we need to outrank John in viewership.
Matthew has the most. Matthew has the most. We got to outrank
also
Matthew.
Follow Whiskey Boys. We have like what, 10? We need more on here.
Yeah, follow Whiskey Boys on Twitch and YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube.
Yeah.
If we get
I need to check something.
We get 50 followers or subscribers on YouTube. We'll make a separate channel and do clips of our podcast. So for those people who don't want to watch the whole thing, you'll get the meat. You'll get the meat of potatoes.
If we get enough followers, Matthew will post a Nick pic on his Instagram.
On his OnlyFans.
You say a Nick?
Nip pic, yeah, Nick pic is Zach's brother.
A picture of me and Nick.
Well, hey, if we get 50 followers, we'll release the NNM Experience song.
No, we
yes, yes, we will. 50 followers, get the McDonald's Sexy remix. You're welcome.
If we get 100 followers or subscribers, if we get 100 subscribers on YouTube, We'll make a new NNM Experience song. Well, it would be N and Z.
Yeah.
No, Z and N because N and Z is New Zealand.
Also, Nick's not. There
Yeah,
was
he
never
could-
really part of the.
you know, you guys. Could
There's a
just
bunch of
be
other
like-
people and him.
You could literally just say Whiskey Boys song.
We'll make a Whiskey Boys song. There we go.
Ayo.
We'll
To
cover
get
Bars.
100 subscribers on YouTube, we'll make a Whiskey Boys song.
We'll cover Uncle Cracker and we'll make a song called "Give Me the Beak Boys."
Yeah, give me the
big
big boys and free
Mhm.
so Yeah.
I just saw your comment.
that's a sample. It's a sample.
All right, let's wrap it up, guys. Thank
All
you
right.
for joining the podcast. We'll see you on Friday for the
week.
next podcast.
Should be next week.
Laters.
See y'all
Should be on
Wednesday.
time. Oh, Wednesday. Whiskey Wednesdays.